Hi, hello friends and fam. How are you doing today? Okay, so welcome to this session, right? I just want to share a little experience with us and link that to obstetric fistula. Obstetric fistula. And please, I encourage you to jump right into the comment section and let's extensively discuss this, okay? So, obstetric fistula is actually an injury that is a health condition that arises from an injury during childbirth, you know, injury during childbirth, okay, and which is caused by prolonged labor. An injury a woman sustains during childbirth and is caused by prolonged labor, meaning a woman is ready, the body is ready, the baby is ready to come forth, but for whatever reason, labor is prolonged, meaning the woman is not able to, pop or offload, the tiny or the little human, all right, on time. So labor is prolonged. So it could cause obstetric fistula, which results in the woman leaking urine or feces, lack of control over the bladder and your body generally, to the fact that you're not able to contain urine or feces. All right, you totally lose control, and that you can just sit and wow, the urine is flowing freely and happy, feces is flowing. Okay, and if you still remember what we are about, we actually pay attention to whatever it is that is likely to put a dent on your sense of confidence, your sense of self-worth, and your dignity as a human being, okay? One critical thing that makes us humans is our ability to be in control to a great extent, okay? Your ability to be in control of your faculty, in control of your emotion, in control of your body, your ability to say, okay, I feel like peeing, but I'm just going to hold it in until I get to, a certain place or a certain point. But when you lack total control over a part of your body, over a process, that before you could manage, before you could say how, and where it would play out, it becomes a bit of an issue, for you as a human being. Because situations like that definitely could have you plunging into depression. Lack of control is not something that we are to experience as humans. All right? So back to what I was saying. Obstetric fistula, an injury a woman sustains. That's simply put, an injury a woman sustains, during childbirth, and which arises from prolonged labor. Okay? So when I had my last child, when I knew that okay, it was time, when contractions started, I had to prepare for it. I had to cook. I made her soup and I ate her soup with swallow, because I didn't want a repeat of the previous experience where I got to the hospital without eating and then I was told I wasn't going to have anything before I popped the baby. It wasn't funny because by the time the baby came, I actually had a prolonged labor, not because my baby wasn't ready to come out, but the medical practitioners just believed that, hey, madam, relax. Relax, it's not time. Relax. We know. You don't know, Jack. Now, I'm not a medical practitioner. I may not know what all the rules are, okay, when it comes to managing pregnancies, managing labor, to the point of baby actually, landing here. Okay, I'm not trained in that field, but I think that the medical practitioner should play it cool, a little. Treat every woman as an independent and unique case, okay? Even if your field says, okay, labor has to last for say 7 hours, I think you should have an open mind, to take each woman as they come, because there definitely will be differences. There will be uniqueness of each individual, their experience. We're not all same, but then I digress. Prolonged labor. Then the one I was actually talking about, I had to eat very well. Yeah, because I didn't want anybody telling me, no, madam, you can't take anything. So I had to eat, I had to prepare to be able to push out the baby. Got to the hospital about 7 p.m. Yeah. So I was admitted, and the midwife checked me and said, you're already, at 7 c.m. dilation, and in the next hour or so, you should be able to bring forth. I said, wow, that's great. And mind you, on a good day, from my experiences, I am not supposed to go to actually experience long labor. That I can tell you for free. So when she told me that, I wasn't surprised to hear that. All right. So 8 p.m., 9 p.m., baby wasn't coming forth. 2 hours after. 10, I said, madam, what's going on? The pain is increasing. Then she checked me and said, we're still at 7 cm dilation. It's not moving any forward. It's not progressing. I said, okay, why? So she was like, there could be a possible obstruction somewhere. I said, wow, what kind of obstruction? Okay, maybe there's something holding the baby back, maybe a cord around the baby's neck, a cord around the hands, the legs, and or what. I said, okay, so what exactly is the story? What are we going to do? What's the way out? Because I needed certainty. It shouldn't be a guesswork. Maybe you just check the baby, what's the scan saying? And then she was like, no, from experience, that it just has to be that, there's, some cord around the baby's neck. And that the consultant was not on duty. So we're going to wait till the next day for the skilled medical expert to come. Because according to her, it was going to be a CS. I said, wow. The next day, she said, yes. My people, it was actually till the next day, around 10 a.m., that the surgeon came. And then we carried out the CS, and my baby came forth. I'm telling this story to show that it's a different conversation entirely, where a woman doesn't have the means to access medical care. It will be different if she cannot pay for the services of a skilled medical practitioner, and as a result, she has to go through prolonged labor. Okay, irrespective of what the effect of that prolonged labor could be. In a situation like that, we won't blame anybody because she doesn't have the means. But where a woman has the means, can afford medical care, quality medical care, skilled practitioners, I think that the medical field may have to rethink their practice. It may not be everywhere, please. Note that. I'm just talking about one hospital, okay? So it may not be everywhere, but one is enough for a possible change in policies and practices. So I don't know if it's a thing in the medical field that the consultants, the big boys and the big girls, don't work at night. I don't know. If it's not a written code, but has come to be maybe an industry practice, I think that it's important that it's revisited. Okay? It's important that it's revisited, because obstetric fistula is not something to be taken lightly. It shouldn't be taken lightly. We want to know that every man, every woman is relatively and reasonably in charge, in control of their bodies. We want to know that no woman is leaking urine, no woman is leaking feces because of something caused by another human being. So please, we call on the medical field. Pregnancy is such a delicate experience. And for every woman who has come to the point of labor and delivery, she just wants the little human out of her body so she can gain her freedom. And in an instance where such a woman has all the means, no delays from her part, and the only reason she would have to go through prolonged labor is because a skilled medical practitioner is not available. The only reason they are not to immediately assess the medical care they need is because the big boys in the field don't work at a particular time. I think it's something that calls for further conversations. Okay, so please, we don't want any woman leaking feces. We don't want any woman leaking urine where it can be avoided. We don't want that. Let it be that, oh, I went into labor. She didn't have money to go to the hospital. I went into labor. Couldn't access any medical care around me. I went to labor, but let it not be that I got to the hospital. I have my money. I am ready for a CS if that is the only option available to me. And then the person to conduct the CS is nowhere to be found because they don't work at a particular time. Hospitals should make adequate arrangement for pregnant women, for women in labor, to protect the woman, to protect the child, and to make sure that post-delivery, a woman doesn't get to suffer for what they are not responsible for. Okay? Let's end prolonged labor, particularly ones caused by unavailability of experts. I'm not unaware of the fact that as a country we lack medical experts. I'm aware because of the Jabba syndrome. I'm very much aware, but I'm just calling that we meet each other halfway, whatever can be done to ensure that with the limited resources we have, that pregnant women are given adequate care. We just want to be sure that, or to ensure, contribute, to the conversation that will bring about that convergence, okay? So that people are able to receive the care they need. And after delivery, they remain healthy. They remain in charge of their body, and their dignity as humans remains intact. So let's meet in the comment section. I'm also open to learning more on this. Thank you very much, and bye for now.